Welcome, Spark. So what kind of Spark are you? Player? Creator? Or both? The stories yet to be told. The games to be made. Civilizations and societies to be formed. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. Now, how do we begin?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Developers GameJam. I'll be your host as we walk through your lovely finalists for this amazing game jam we've had the last couple weeks.
What are you doing? I didn't give you permission to start this without me.
I don't know. I just saw some of this stuff. I felt like I should drop by.
No, okay, yeah. You need to stay over there,
Fine.
and then I will read from this.
Okay, you drive.
All right. Hey guys, welcome
everyone.
to our. Let me make sure I'm in the camera. Welcome to our Game Jam announcement winners for the Developers Game Jam. Pretty sweet, and I have a very special guest with us, Zack. Back in the flash. I don't know. We have a lot of new people, believe it or not. So some people may or may not know you. It's been a while since you were a community manager.
Absolutely.
For us. So, but it's been pretty awesome. He hasn't played most of the entries. I'll just come out and say that right off the bat. So it'll be kind of cool to have somebody who's surprised, and as we were talking about it and describing different things, he'll be like, "What are people doing these days?" But invited him. I also tried to get Brian, but he couldn't get off work, so he's lame, and just go badger him about that. So I was trying to do like a reunion of sorts. I thought that would be fun.
The important
Yeah,
people are
exactly.
here for the reunion. The people that matter.
Exactly. So I'm sure you guys want us to get actually rolling here because you're very anxious to hear results, and I'm anxious to share those. So let's just get right down to it. So Developers Game Jam, we started that on November 4th. That's when we announced it, and we gave everybody 7 weeks to build. The biggest length time we ever had.
Yeah,
and the whole premise was build big. So big experiences. We had 2 categories. We had epic and arcade. And they were both, we really, strive for like completion and for polish, and we really wanted to prove that Spark could make really high quality stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys delivered. I mean, we had about 60-ish entries just around there, and so impressive. They were quite amazing. Last week we put out the list of the top 10s for each category, and so now our burden is to share the rankings of those top 10s with you and determine who a winner was. We had our judges, and it was tough. There were so many close calls. Thankfully, no ties. I didn't have to play tiebreaker or anything. That would have been terrible, but generally, it was really, really close in the top 10.
Best of the best.
Yes, by far. So you guys really delivered. So even before I, say anything else, I just want to say, thank you guys. You guys, this is why we do these things. The creations are awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right. With further ado, I'm going to do a review of the prizes because I don't want to talk about it each and every time we change a category. I just want to say it once and get it done.
You got stuff to go.
Yeah,
through.
we have 20 different creations to talk about, and we're gonna be going. So prizes. The way it works, there's 2 categories, right? Arcade and epic. We're gonna start with arcade. We're gonna go through all those rankings, and then we'll start with epic, and then do the same thing. So with prizes, 6 through 10, so 10th place through 6th place. Those are honorable mentions, and for the prizes there, they're getting a digital code for Rare Replay, which is an awesome game, and it's not just a game; it's 30 games. And I actually own Rare Replay and I've played a little bit of it, and holy cow! I beat. First thing I did was go do Conquerors.
Yeah,
Conqueror
right,
Bad Fur Day.
Just enjoy the nostalgia of all of it is the first thing.
Exactly.
To do.
And then now I've been jumping in and experimenting with all these other games I haven't played. And my wife loves Viva Pinata. She's been playing that. So there you go. It's been pretty awesome.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I played that. So good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The next group is finalists. So finalists are 3rd place through 5th place. And those folks get a Rare Replay code as well. And then they also get a choice of Gears of War Ultimate Edition or Forza 6 Motorsport.
How do you make that choice? I don't even know.
Those are both games. I think
I literally
they're
have no
very
idea.
different though, so it depends on what appeals to you for
so.
genre. Yeah. Like I already own Gears, so I would always pick Forza right now.
You own Gears?
Yeah, I do own Gears. Surprise, surprise. And so the next category is runner-up, and that is our second place person. And they, this is, every group, the prizes are getting bigger. So this time they get 2 rare replay codes. So if you are in collaboration, you could share that with someone. Then you also get a choice of Gears of War or Forza 6. And then you also get 2 mentor sessions. So we introduced mentor sessions this time in this game jam. And what that is hour-long sessions where you get to talk to developers from our team, from across Microsoft, whether that's art, programming, really any different position in a gaming studio you can think of. We'll work with you, kind of figure out what you want out of a mentoring session, and we'll try to pair you with somebody. So I think that'll be cool. It's kind of a nice way to get contacts in the industry.
Get to see how the magic happens.
Exactly.
Get to ask questions.
Yes. And then the huge jump for the winner. So first place in each category, this is what you get. You get, the coolest thing is Xbox achievements by far. So we're gonna give gamer score into that creation, and people are gonna come and play, and there's gonna be gamer score. It's gonna be official. We're gonna promote it. It's gonna be awesome. It's an official Xbox game, basically. Yeah, first time that's ever been done by Xbox on a platform, a user generated creation. So can't wait for that. Not to mention, you'll have 7 mentor sessions, and you can split that up with if you're a team, you can share them, you can split them up. It's really up to you, but 7 is a...
Say you're an artist, you want to have an artist from some of your favorites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of your favorite games across Xbox. You get to see one on each team. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then we have, they also get a call with ID at Xbox. They'll talk about that whole process of if they want to be involved with that, with the indie studio. So that's getting, that's all about publishing Xbox and how you're, if you want to make standalone titles, how that could get on either Windows or Xbox. So very cool there. Then they also get this list is crazy. Then they also get
more?
There is more.
I have friends, indie developers that would kill for that last one.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the next thing is a virtual tour of Project Spark. So I will be hosting that. But we will go through a number of the things that make Project Spark happen. We're going to unlift the veil. We're going to make everybody who's part of that sign NDAs, and because obviously that would be important. But we're going to peel back the curtain and show a lot of the underworkings of what's going on. So there you go. And then they also get 2 rare replay codes and the choice of Gears of War Ultimate Edition or Forza 6. So that's what the winners get for each category.
God.
Woo!
Wow.
Don't you wish you participated?
This is my first time hearing the list, just so you know. So when I say, really, there's more, I'm actually...
That's real, yeah.
That's a lot. Okay. Fair.
So there you go. So let's jump into it. Let's start getting into results here. We're gonna try to keep this to 30 minutes, this whole stream. So we're gonna about 10 minutes for each category. We'll see if that's possible. Maybe not. I do want to talk about each one as much as I can. So without further ado, let's start talking about arcade. So I'm going to now switch over to this camera, if that works. That does, and I'm gonna steal this controller.
Good.
All right. So first we're gonna start with 10, and we're gonna work our way down. So this is honorable mentions right now. So number 10, drum roll. Thank you, Zack. Number 10 is, let's see if I can find it here in the list. It's Volleyball Training by Rodrigo Bezzi and team. So it's Rodrigo Bezzi, Halloran, and just I'm gonna say it wrong. Svartvini. I don't know how to do it. I apologize. I've had to say it now in a couple of streams, and I butcher it every time. So this creation's a lot of fun. It's this whole theme that Rodrigo has going on with different sports. He's building this up, and he also is doing an Olympics game coming later in this year. But this one, balls get served to you, and then eventually junk also starts showing up in between it. So you only have to hit the balls and then not hit the junk. And then what happens is more people start showing up and throwing balls at you. So it's like from multiple angles, and you're jumping around the net, and you're trying to keep spiking the balls. So very well done. Had a lot of fun with that. So Volleyball Training is number 10. All right. Back that up. So Rodrigo Bezzi and team will get a rare replay code. They'll have to figure out how to divvy that up. Split, they each get 10 games. All right. Here we go. Next is number 9. So number 9 is on my screen right now, and that is Fall Down 2D by S&D Acid Rain. So you might have played S&D's Fall Down,
Oh, I
the original
sure did.
one. This was a 2D remake, so all
I
UI,
see.
and
Good
done
going.
very well. Felt really smooth. Probably the smoothest UI experience I've ever had. Really, really well done, and it's so addictive.
Nice.
So addictive. I'm curious on who the leaderboard is right now. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's no. That's not even possible. I only got to 1:45,
Yeah.
and that's when it really ramps up difficulty. So hey, look at this. Look at this. Charles Porter right here,
Oh my
coming in
God.
hard at 212. I love it.
Still at it.
He's still at it. He.
Oh, God.
I needed to point
Crazy.
that out. I haven't seen him on the leaderboard in a little bit of time. There you go. So that is number 9 in our our arcade category. So you'll also receive a rare replay code. Congratulations to S&D Acid Rain. All right, number 8. Let's see if I can find it here. Number 8 is by Neon Spark. It's DJJ Evolution, and there's actually let me add to that. So it's Neon Spark 15, Danny Ball Sub, and Rapture 1. So it's a collaboration. Very cool. It's a 2D side scroller inspired by like Limbo. You leveling to 5 different areas, and very awesome, very unique. He's getting better and better at the gameplay of the 2D side scrollers. I remember playing one earlier, and
Things are starting to mesh
yeah,
now.
it's
though.
really so Neon Spark was our community spotlight in the state of Spark, last one actually, and he showed this amazing title screen for a game called Nero that he's working on, and it's kind of like a homage to Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
And it's like incredible looking. He has all these trees and the leaves, they all blow together like in the wind, so there's like wind effects, and it's incredible. But yeah, I really can't wait to see you know where that goes. But yeah, Evolution is fantastic. Definitely play that. Really, really well done. Congrats to you guys.
Absolutely.
Cool. So going on here to the next, we've got. Let me make sure I'm reading. No, I messed up. I messed up.
God.
No, I messed up.
Miss
I
Columbia.
hit. Okay. Oops. You guys are calling it now as it's going by. That was my apologies. Evolution is our 8th place in Epic category, and I read the wrong list. I'm going to fold my piece of paper so that doesn't happen again. I know I only messed up after 2. I'm just so excited on here. All right. I apologize. I'm like embarrassed now.
10%
Yep.
the way through before you messed up. It's okay.
Yep, that was bad. Okay, I read that from the wrong
It's all
list.
good. You're gonna be. It's gonna be. Okay.
You guys are right. That is part of Epic category. All right. So who's actually number 8 for the arcade category? I am a troll. I am just messing with you guys at this point, totally on purpose. Not really. I suck. Number 8 in the arcade category is, let's see if I can find it. Cubed. Here we go, by Master Gamer. And this guy, it's like a ridiculous. Here, let me see if I can load it actually real quick. I'm not playing any of these, but it's very quickly you can see how amazingly the aesthetics are and the UI work. And then there's this kind of base where there's going to be co-op that can come in, and they can stand on these the bases, and they load into like a world. It's this idea that you're like a game tester testing this
very cool,
kind of
very
twin
cool.
stick shooter. Yeah. So number 8 is in arcade is Cubed by Master Gamer. This is the aesthetic here. We're not playing all of them, but I figured I'd do this one. You can activate this and it plays some music.
So cool, guys. So cool.
Hopefully I turned it off. I did. So this is where you would stand to activate the game. This guy talks to you and lets you know. But very well done.
Yeah.
I broke my rule where I said I wasn't going to play any of them, but I needed to show you the aesthetic there. So that is number 8 in our
So
arcade
awesome.
category. Really, really cool. All right, my list is covered, so I can't mess this up anymore. Number 7 for arcade is Get a Job. Dun, 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 and that is by Formula 1 Racer. So let's get over there. Get a Job. So here we go. This is a 2D side, kind of 2D arcade game. Things are falling from the sky, and you have to get a certain score. But the things that are falling from the sky are these different jobs, and they get more and more valuable as they go on. And there's like 50 some jobs, so it starts getting to be hilarious too, because they'll be like Dragon Hunter, and but it starts off and there's
Not
like
sure if I want that job, but
janitor,
it probably pays well.
and I think game developer is one of them, and fireman, and all those different things. So really well done by Formula Racer. Or Formula, I think there's one in there. There is Formula 1 Racer. You're messing me up with all the digits and numbers and capitalization, but so great job. One of the most played actually too, sitting at 4,500 downloads. So that's yeah.
You need to break top
Cube
100.
11 is I'm 251 on this account anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow,
Cube 11 blowing
Mhm.
everyone away.
by a ridiculous score. I know. I don't even know how that's possible.
Acid Rain doing pretty good.
Acid Rain's on there. He thought he'd be on there. Master Gamer's on there too. That's awesome. Okay. The last honorable mention we need to talk about is by a creator we've actually already mentioned on stream because they entered twice. So that creation is again by the super team of Rodrigo Bezzi, Halloran, and Spark Thingy. Sorry, can't say that.
It gets worse every
It gets
time.
worse every time. Super C Salome. And this is something I actually played today on stream in our Let's Play. And you go forward, and it's like an endless runner, and all these obstacles come through. You have to try to get so many flags. There's a time bonus on it. You can actually even do this like deep sea thing where you go under the current, which first time I experienced that, I was like, what's going on? But really well done, very cool. It's also with this team, they made sure to translate it. Too.
Nice.
Halloran's a big proponent of translation, so I think it's in German and Portuguese, and that's because that's Rodrigo Bezzi's from Brazil. So very well done. So that covers our honorable mentions. So next we need to think about 5th place, and that is when we start our finalist category. So this is when you get a rare replay code and a choice of Gears of War or Forza. And so number 5. Make sure I'm reading from the right list. Number 5 is, yes, I was on it, is Acorn Quest by Ziglag.
Nice.
So this, again, is actually very similar to Get a Job, except you play as Conquer, and you're trying to collect acorns, but they're falling from the sky, and then there's all these power-ups and different things kind of happening at you. It's a perfect leaderboard level, very repeatable and replayable.
Yeah.
So leaderboards here, there you go, there's S&D at the top, and Ziglag, you're getting beat in your own game, you need to fix that, and Master Gamer there too. Cube 11, not quite as high as the other one, but there you go. Still really high. I'm sitting at 339. It is hard. The technique to get to these higher levels, I have not mastered it. Crazy. So really well done by Ziglag. Ziglag, as you know, is our winner of our Creation Jam and has the Ziglag's capsule prop.
Yes, indeed.
So he's forever famous in Project Spark for that prop at the very end of the prop gallery, and people are like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
People make it into a bunch of the personal
I think that's what we
bots,
said while we were making it. What is this?
Yeah.
What are we doing with
exactly.
this? Yeah.
But he sent, he sent all the concept art for it, and it's just incredible. So next finalist that we need to talk about is number 4. And number 4, drum roll. We're getting close. We're getting closer. I can say definitely. So 4 onward was hyper competitive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep scrolling to make people nervous. This was like between just many amounts of points at this point. If many points is a thing, I'm making it a thing if it's not a thing.
Not Manny, not M-A-N-Y.
Yeah.
Mini. Okay.
Mini points.
God, tell me. You're killing me. What is it? Who is it?
All right, number 4 is Tobias Shield by an incredible team of, and it's listed here. I have it on my list too. But it's Rust Plague, Doobie Snacks, Detran 5, and also special thanks to Lady Laren, Master Gamer, and Wacko 1571. Best third-person shooter in Project Spark, period. And it is like there's transforming between a flying vehicle and a walking robot mech, and it's like incredible. So Russ Plague obviously, and all the Transformers that he's worked on, and they like mastered the transformation here. It's so flawless. It's incredible. Also, they're the most played DGJ creations. Both he has Act 1 and Act 2. Act 1 is like the tutorial world, and it's like the survival mode where enemies keep spawning and there's like a leaderboard. And as soon as you lose that, then it goes to Act 2, which is more story based as you go through. So very well done. There's like a sniper rifle and all these power ups. I can't talk more highly enough about this creation. It is so awesome. Really well done, guys. I think it really speaks to the power of collaboration. I think almost all of our collaborations are in the top 10, and they're usually very, very, even higher on the top 10. I think it's mostly collaborations that we see higher on. So what are we looking at next? So our last finalist, and this is number 3, taking 3rd place. Gonna make it keep scrolling. I know I said I'd be short about this, but I think anticipation is really fun, and it's fun to troll you guys. The 3rd place winner is Chromedict.
Oh, very cool.
Yes, by Eric in the Bakery. And this is really fast. I'll jump into this real quick. Just so you can, I know I'm breaking my rule on this one. I mean, this is 3rd place.
Okay. You're setting the rules here, not me. Go ahead. Yeah. Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
So, do you remember Infinity by Project Spark? So he's using that similar thing to create this crazy kaleidoscope background, and then the UI is just like incredible with these the tile screen, and when they'll start moving around, it's insane. Yeah.
What?
Yep. And so here's the game for, because I don't think you've seen it, where you have to hit the paddle and then it goes to the center, and you can boost it forward too. This game needs to be put on mobile platforms. So I'm really glad somebody's thinking about that. It's so addictive and just really fills that niche for an arcade game.
Wow, God, jeez.
Just it's amazing. Did a really good job, Eric in the Bakery. And he what he did, which was I think a really good thing, is that he kept getting feedback. Lots of feedback to improve it, and he's still been improving it even after the Game Jam got finished, which is what we love to see. I think games are never really done. I think that's been ever since the patch was created.
Except Project Spark.
Project Spark's done. But patches. Ever since the patch came, there's really no game that is, it's not like you have to ship it and that's exactly the final, printout.
You always want to improve. You always want to keep moving forward. Absolutely.
Right. Exactly. So I think that's been really cool to see it continually updated. A lot of people have been doing that. So, all right, now we're getting there. Yeah, incredible by Eric in the Bakery. All right, so now we only have 2 creations left to talk about in arcade. And it's the runner-up and the winner. Ooh, I am pretty nervous. I'm pretty nervous.
You want to go over the other 8 of the others? Or
no, I think we'll.
That'd be too bad.
Yeah, I already messed up, and I think that would be asking for me to mess up again.
You asked too much of me, Zack.
Yeah, you're asking way too much of me.
That's
so
fair.
Let's put it over here now. Let's get a big, nice camera view of us.
Okay.
So just to review, the runner-up, 2 mentor sessions, 2 rare replay codes, and a game of choice of Gears of War Forza.
Absolutely.
And then the winner, achievements, 7 mentor sessions, ID at Xbox, virtual tour,
achievements.
2, yeah, exactly. achievements. Rare replay, and then a game of choice for Gears of War Forza. That's a big distinction between the 2, so there's a lot on the line for this here.
Small one, yeah.
Woo. All right. Let's do it. Let's show who got runner up. Number 2. You guys ready for this? And let me make sure I got the right one. I don't want to mess this up.
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go. The runner up is, there we go. It is Spore Hunter by Riggers and DMax11. I can't really talk any higher about this creation. I think it was something that, got even uploaded earlier than most people expected, and it was incredible. From the opening intro, that's like these images that were imported, and they're like comic sized or whatever, and these procedurally generated tunnels that you go through, and there's these automated defenses, and you have to catch these spores. It's incredible, and it is just mind blowing. You need to play this after if you haven't already. Yep, exactly. Yep, very cool. I'm not sure what that emote is with the sunglasses, but I like it. It has to be a positive thing. Anyway, I think this one came out of left field for a lot of people, and so amazed. Really glad to see Riggers and DMAX 11 take second place. Very, very proud of this creation. Very talented. Can't wait to see what else comes for them. I had a ton of fun playing this. I got to play this on stream too. And if you haven't seen it, you're like in this cockpit and you're flying around and you control pitch, and it kind of reminds me, believe it or not, of, did you ever play like Rogue Squadron or
Absolutely.
like the whole Death Star level through the trenches on the Death Star?
Yeah.
That is like what this is.
Cool.
You're going through, but the tunnel's all windy instead of straight shot, and then you have all these automated defenses, and so I think I'll just talk about that forever, but there you go. It is incredible. So that brings us to talking about who the winner is. And here we go. Who is the winner? Well, by reasons of deduction, you guys can figure this out already, knowing who the top 10 is. It wouldn't be incredibly difficult to do that. But let's talk about the winner. So the winner is One Time Hero by Defco 17 and Z-Foles. No question that those are two very well-known and just like prolific creators, and this creation is incredible. It really is. So for you who don't know, it's this 2D scroller that harkens back to Mario and a bunch of the older school stuff where it's very like harder and difficult. But you get to shoot, and you have these bombs, and there's a tutorial, and Skylines is level 1, and Ancient Temples number 2. The art is Defco art, so that's pretty much the highest stamp of approval. If anybody tells you that your art looks as good as Defco's, that means it's the best that Spark has ever seen, without a question. So congratulations to Defco 17 Z-Foles. Very, very well done. It plays well, looks good, pretty much everything that we wanted to see in an arcade, and we had so much fun playing them. So congrats to all of our arcade all of our arcade participants. It was a crazy competitive category. So arcade only had a third of the entries that Epic had. So but between that, you're making me drop controllers. But between that, it was fiercely competitive, and they were really high quality. So there you go. That is the list, everyone. Barring that I didn't say anything that should have belonged in the epic category. That was tough. That was how close all those were in points. Definitely, I would say like the top 5. It was like, any one judge really could have, determined who it was. It was so close. So really, really well done. Question about the achievements on Win 8. No, the achievements aren't going to be on Windows because you can't do more than 1,000 on Windows typically. But on Xbox we can, so that is what we're going to do. Yes, and then the follow-up before they even heard what I said is we should ask to have that increased. All right, so I know there's a whole other half of you guys waiting for the other category. Yeah. And what is that category? Epic.
Or at least 9 of you.
Yeah, at least 9 of you, yeah. You jerk. You're making me laugh too much. You're too fun to have on stream. So Epic. So Epic category, we were looking for experiences longer than 20 minutes. Something that had a, really grabbing story and pretty much really emphasize the build big. Right. The most epic tales that have been told in Spark.
Looking for that long experience.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. AAA AAA quality. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, let me roll this list the other way, so I don't start reading epic creations. You guys probably can hear the rustling of my paper. Okay, here we do it. Let's go now into this view, so we can go to the game pages, and I got the controller. All right, so number 10 is in this category. So again, we're back. This is honorable mentions. So number 10 gets a rare replay code. For all the way our honorable mentions do, which is 6 through 10, get rare replay codes. All right. So number 10 is Project Dust by Mr. Wicket.
Congratulations.
Yeah, very well done. Mr. Wicket, and I believe, let me make sure I say it right. Yes, he also had a collaborator on that, BizTone. I'm not sure if it says it here in the description, but I do have a collaborator for that BizTone as well. Very well done. You know, Mr. Wicket, I think, kind of came out of nowhere and surprised a lot of people, and he did an awesome job. I remember his first creation was Rampage, and my very first time seeing that was on the Game Hub, and I was blown away by that. And I was like, this creator, man, he's going places. He's going places, and he definitely did. So give Project Dust a play. It was very good. Yes. Boom. Going on. Congratulations, guys. Number 9. Who's number 9 gonna be? Well, it's not gonna be Evolution, because we already talked about that. Number 9 is Black by Captain Neg. Played this on stream a week or two ago, I think 2 weeks ago. And this one is dramatically different looking from any Project Spark game that I've ever seen. Really good use of lighting and a pitch black sky, and you kind of play as this like seed of evil, and it's this very telling experience of you know, about this force and bringing kind of light back to the land. Very, very well done. Can't stress that enough. Captain Neg has made incredible assemblies before in the past. He's done like Serenity and a bunch of you know, assembly creations, and I think this is the main one that I remember from him that was very story driven, and he needs to make more story driven games because it was incredible. So well done to Captain Neg. All right, now number 8. I spoiled this earlier, and I'm really sorry for messing that up. Number 8 is Evolution, and this is by Neon Spark, Danny Ballsub, and Rapture 1. I did give my spiel already about why this was awesome. If you remember, like 20 minutes ago, I talked about the Limbo-esque quality of it.
If you're just tuning in.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, yeah, exactly. Limbo-esque, 2D side-scroller, 5 different worlds to level link, all very different. Congratulations to Neon Spark and company. It was very well done. And I apologize again for, I pulled the Steve Harvey. I do apologize. I can't remember the exact verbiage he uses. Yeah, you're like, stop.
Stop making it worse.
Yep.
Number 7.
Before I turn into my own like remix thing. All right, number 7 is also another team of people who worked on something, and let's go find it. It is, I tricked you. I went one over. It is Shipwrecked by Greedy Medic,
Very cool.
Jackster 907, and Keverhern. Shipwrecked was great. Is the easy way to say it. And also, there's a character named Tommy and Perry, which I'm pretty sure is a reference.
I don't know what you'd be
Unfortunately, Tommy, spoiler alert, Tommy dies.
Wow.
He dies as soon as you're introduced to him, so I don't feel too bad. It's very early in the story. So Shipwrecked, you know, has this really great UI. It's pretty much shows the best way of approaching Project Spark combat, and making it feel fluid. There's different abilities and stamina and good storytelling, and there's these custom enemies like on the beach, the fish face people. Can you say that? Fish face people. You can't like say it that fast.
Fish face?
Yeah, fish face. It's a tongue twister. But yeah, Shipwrecked was a great creation. I don't think the creator was expecting to place as high as he did, but I think it's a credit to how good Greedy Medic is, and we're really glad to have him and company in our in our community. So really well done.
Absolutely. Good job, guys.
Yep. All right. Going on to our last honorable mention. So again, this is for a rare replay code. This was, Epic was so competitive. I can't say that enough. Like, they're all really strong. What do you guys are spreading false information in chat right now. You read the last one. All right. The next one, number 6. Let's see if I can find it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm blind. Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
Terminal Island by Tackleys. So Series Tackleys are
very cool.
Probably our most prolific tutorial maker. Amazing job.
Number 4.
Played this today on a stream too, actually, in our Let's Play. It's a survival base, so a very different approach than everybody took it.
Yeah.
Where this is like a story told, but it's through the survival game, so you have to collect all these resources and build certain different things. It was really cool, and I believe he streamed a lot of the creation for it and put it up on YouTube, so there's kind of a vlog about it too. It was obviously a labor of love, and it shows. So really well done, Tackleys. Another one sitting at a huge amount of downloads. I know he has a bunch of followers and fans of his creations, so really well done, Tackleys. Boop. Okay. Now here we go. Ooh, now it's just getting, I gotta remind myself what these category names are without messing myself up here. So finalists, so 5th through 3rd place.
Okay.
So on the line here is rare replay codes and a game of choice for Gears of War or Forza 6. Okay. Getting close.
Number 3.
No, we're starting number 5. I haven't said number 5 yet. I'm counting down. Are you trying to mess me up?
Yeah.
Oh man. Number 5.
Number 5
is Maponus Osiris by Keverhern. Woo! And again, so Keverhern's actually a collaborator on Shipwrecked before, and this time around, he is also working with Greedy Medic, who's a collaborator on this one, and then also An Average Recon. So quite a well-known team there, especially An Average Recon and Keverhern too, coming up with Greedy Medic. So I was really impressed. This was actually the very first game that I played that was an entry, and I was blown away. I was like, this is the quality we're gonna get. And so it's like, you got on this whole, I know, yeah, we got a game jam on our hands. So on this, there's a story through this dungeon. You eventually meet a friend, and there's all these puzzles and traps. That's what I liked about it. There's combat, but I love the fact that there's just as much combat. There's interesting dialogue, story being told, and these really engaging puzzles as well. I mean, there's things that you stop and have to think about for a moment, and it's just, I think that those moments, when you come across them in Spark, they're rare, and I think this one does a really well done, where you don't want to stop, you really want to get to the end and kind of see the end of the story.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there is flying, oh man, what is it called? Not mold, it's what we introduced in the Noxious Bog pack, the flapping, overgrowth thing. You know what I'm talking about, as the flag physics. Hanging moss, there you go, hanging moss. There's this part with like flying hanging moss, and it just is kind of funny, and it's awesome. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be a comedic moment, but I just love the idea of like this entity, like this flying hanging moss. It was awesome. So alright, so that was number 5. 4 left. Woo. Again, this is our
Number 2.
finalists. Yeah, no, stop it. Stop it! I'm paying extreme attention now, because you're also trying to sabotage me.
Sounds good.
Number 4 is Gloryful by Lost Cause. So again, so you were probably familiar with Redfall, I'm sure,
Absolutely.
and this is very similar, or there is similarities, I should say, not the most sim, but so much of this is like incredible. So when you go to remix it, like almost nothing is there. It's like so much procedurally generated, runs very well. Lost Cause is an Xbox creator, and so performance is really key to him. And it's just like, I mean, with that, you can't believe how much stuff's going on screen. There's these different, 2 different characters that you can play as, all these basically robots and tech that you have to fight in different boss battles, full resets, full continues. He was a little bit more generous this time on the continues, I gotta say. Redfall was, I think, a lot harder. At least this is still hard, but he's more generous where you don't immediately game over. So really well done, Lost Cause. I know you don't watch Twitch streams at all. You're adamantly against Twitch streams, but congratulations to you.
Find out.
You will definitely find out. There we go. So that was number 4. Number 3, so our last finalist. We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's happening.
It is. How are we doing on time? Not too shabby. I'm okay with that. A little longer than I expected, but that's okay. I can talk a lot. Number 3 is... That was a total troll moment. Mage Zero by Sphinx. I played this one on stream today too. My favorite thing by far about this is the chain, like button combo spells. So when you hold down left trigger, you have to like XXY and then it'll do a certain spell, right? XX and left, like release left trigger. And it's this whole, you get this whole spell book, and then on top of it, the level of polish on it is, I mean, it totally feels like AAA game.
Nice.
The whole story, there's also an owlbear. I'm pretty sure it's an owlbear. It's called Albie. It is our owl on...
Just a coincidence.
Yeah. It's like the goblin rig, but then like the owl's like on top of it. It's just the best. Yeah, it like looks really well done. Yeah, it's beautiful. Looks great. Just awesome job. So Sphinx's creation, Mage Zero, is our last finalist, taking number 3. So again, that's for a rare replay code and a choice of Gears of War and Forza 6. All right, 2 creations left to talk about. We're down to the wire here.
2.
Two creations. That's it.
2.
A runner-up and a winner. Whew. All right,
Here we go.
I'm excited. Again, runner-up, 2 mentor sessions, 2 rare replay codes,
All comes down to
choice
this.
of Gears of War, and Forza 6. It does.
Super close judging.
Yep. And then, of course, the winner, achievements, 7 mentor sessions,
Achievements.
achievements again, ID at Xbox call,
Achievements.
achievements, virtual tour achievements, 2 rare blue codes achievements, and
Yeah.
choice of Gears of War and Forza 6.
Crazy.
Lots of achievements thrown in there.
Lots of achievements.
Yes, number 1 is a Crossroads Adventure by new person on Spark. That is more that comment right there is more troll than anything I've ever done before. All right, so without further ado, who is our runner-up in the epic category?
Let's see it.
Let's do it.
Roll tape.
And it works. It is a magical hat by Hellshay. Woo! I checked this out on stream today too, believe it or not. I did that to help space things out, or else I would end up playing they make this stream 8 hours long.
Yeah.
If I had to play everything. Magical Hat is just such a good story. I mean, it really, so it's based on it's like, reminds me of like old Nintendo 64, like, you know, like a hub, and then these different areas, and you have to collect certain things, and there's doors that you have to reach certain collections to get through it, and there's all these little mini games where the gameplay changes. Like there's this race that happens where you like turn into a hat submarine. Yes, it sounds as cool as it is. And there's, you know, they're littered everywhere, and there's, not to mention, there's 3 different areas you leveling to. There's like a forest and an Arctic area, and then a fireplace. Of course, that is it. That is the model that's happened ever since Ocarina of Time. There's a forest, an ice place, and a fireplace.
It may have
Never
been before Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, probably.
Thomas.
It might have been.
It may have been.
I'm showing my age. But yeah, so a magical hat tells a great
Congratulations.
story. Not to mention there's also an owl there. If you had an owl, that's obviously something that helped your game a lot. An underappreciated character rig. So congratulations to Hellshay.
Absolutely.
Very well done with Magical Hat. And that leaves us with one and a winner. So powers of deduction, you guys might know who won, but we got to do this. All right.
We get to do this.
Yes, we do. And the winner of Epic category is
I hate you so much. Press it.
Orbit 32 Resilience by Wirt Andrew 2 and Team. I couldn't fit the number of collaborators on my image here, so let me read these off. This is a collaboration between Wirt Andrew 2,
Great
Dinker
stuff.
Pie 3, Lady Lex UK, Nightmare UK, a lot of UK representing, 1989 I should add it on there, Eric and the Bakery, and Damien. AKA known as Corey for most people. He just always goes by Corey.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is our winner of the Epic category.
Yeah.
And yes, I will jump quickly into playing Orbit 32 just for you. I think I might do a separate stream just to celebrate our winners, One Time Hero or One Tim Hero, as it's been known to be called too. And Orbit 32, I might do a stream just playing and looking at those two creations. I have been diabolical in not playing those so far in any of the streams that I've done. Yes, I'm a cruel person. Let's jump back here. Let's just quickly, we can quickly do this. You're doing okay on time. Yeps. I was thinking more about you because I want to make sure I don't hold you over so long. Where I think I passed it. Orbit 32 Resilience.
Yeah, there we go, man.
Boom. Easy to say. Best creation ever made in Spark.
Years,
I
32.
I think it's- I think
galactic
that's-
force has grown amongst the universe. The
Yeah,
reasons
I mean-
behind the outbreak are yet unknown.
I don't want to interrupt. This is amazing. Keep reading.
And the galactic forces are about to face the greatest challenge. For further insight into the story, play the prequel.
Yep, you remember the prequel, I'm sure.
Oh,
Orbit
absolutely.
32, Void Origins. And that character that you play as comes back. There's a narrator right now. There's all
War is in our minds.
Any good epic production?
Whoa.
We never change.
We can play a little bit of the intro. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
War is the result of human ambition.
Keep cool. Oh, I forgot they can still see us.
The desire to have more. They called it
That's a really
the Void. But in reality, it was another pursuit. A sin of excess.
God. I'm sorry. I don't like being. When you know you're recording, you're trained not to ever.
If only I knew the truth early enough.
It's hard for me.
wow. Damn. I mean, darn. That look.
I think that's okay.
My name is Commander Xenor.
So
Wait.
that's who you play as in Void Origins.
Oh. Dude. Darn.
And
Very nice.
I am the sole survivor of Orbit
They're
32.
trying to tell us to stop talking. And I think that's where we're gonna stop it. So that is the ridiculously awesome intro. So this like level links to like 6 different worlds. There's like a hub area where you go in different missions, and yeah, it is it just raised the bar on so many levels. Yep. There's no question. Orbit 32 Resilience just did such a good job.
Well,
it's amazing.
Coming soon.
Huh?
To these games.
Yes, coming soon to the games. So our
score,
yep,
along with achievements.
Yep, these not to mention all the other goodies that they're winning for their So, congratulations to everybody who is in our top 10 for Epic. Again, to all the people who are in Arcade. Especially congratulations to our winners. Again, Arcade One Time Hero by Zfools and Defco 7T, and our Epic winner, DGJ Orbit 32 Resilience by We're Andrew 2, and a host of other fantastic creators. It's amazing. So without further ado, I think that concludes it. That is the results. I do want to do a point out about how collaborations in this game jam did an amazing job. I think almost every collaboration placed, and I think that really shows the power of collaboration. So probably collaborations would be something that would be in the next game jam or whatever. Yeah,
do it.
We can't stress that enough. Always things to learn. Everybody learns together. So. Yeah, there are 20 amazing creations, really 60 amazing creations from the total amount of entries. So it was incredible. Just on behalf of Team Dakota, putting out these game jams and talking and communicating with you guys, we couldn't be more proud. The community really came through. Did exactly what we were looking for.
You always hear it's humbling, but it's humbling, right? It's crazy to see what you guys do, the work you put into these things, and what you're able to make.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive.
Yep.
Good on you guys.
So well done.
Yeah.
So, well, that just about does it. The official lists will be up on the website on projectspark.com later tonight, if I'm ambitious. And I'll get those up before the weekend, and then we'll start doing all the good old prize fulfillment, and that'll be pretty fun to work with everybody, especially the winners on all the achievements and stuff. So, all right. Well, without further ado, I think we're gonna sign off here. Again, Thomas and Zach. This guy.
I think you mean Spark Thomas and Spark Zack.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I guess long gone.
I guess they wouldn't know who's Spark Tom, or Thomas. Who's Thomas right now? There's only Spark Thomas. Yes. All right. Well, that's about it. You guys have a good weekend. Congratulations again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Project Spark is where players create and creators play. What better way to be inspired than to see what's possible? This will surely spark your imagination. Now, how do we begin?